2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational is about to begin. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and we're in the hometown of Elvis. It's where the king resided, Memphis, Tennessee, and we're at TPC South, where now this is one of the most underrated courses on tour, Rich, but they're now playing for a WGC title.
Well, the name says it all. South wind. The wind blows out of the south here every single day, and it doesn't come in gently or mildly. It comes in fiercely. And when this wind really kicks up, especially in the hot conditions of summertime, this makes for a very long and challenging day. The greens are small, they can get firm, they can get fast. So finding more than 14 greens a day out here is excellent golfing. All in all, this is one of the more challenging golf courses, more underrated golf courses these players play all year long in the PGA Tour.
And just like the legendary Elvis, you've got to be ready to rock and roll.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Where will this one end up? Smart shot. Always back into the fairway as a safe play. And here we are with the third shot. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. It's a little wayward.
A bit short with that effort.
This would be a great up and down. Go ahead and make it. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Putting for bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Yeah, a bit of a rocky start, but let's face it, 17 holes left to play, Luke. There's lots of times to make up for that mistake.
The second at TPC South wind presents the first real birdie chance. Just a short par 4 playing 401 yards. Let's take a look at Kevin Kisner's effort from earlier.
I got to say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Oh, that's a sensational moment. Mark that down as a highlight today. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. A wonderful shot, a chance for birdie here at the second.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. The third hole at TPC South wins a strong par 5 measuring over 550 yards from the back tees. A bit of water comes into play here on the second shot, so be mindful of where you leave your approach. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. And now we go to the fourth, where this happened just a moment ago. Matt Kuchar with a fantastic shot. Take a look at this attempt from way out. Well, that had lovely pace the whole way through. Well done. Let's return to live play now. After initially struggling coming onto tour after a prodigious amateur career, Matt Kuchar's found his real niche, hasn't he? He knows what to do with his golf swing and gets the most out of it.
I've never seen a player that has been as consistent as he has been for as long as he has been. The man is a human ATM machine. Every time he puts the golf ball in the ground, they start handing him cash as fast as they can. It's ridiculous. Finally got a couple of more wins in 2019, and I gotta say, he has really been impressive throughout his entire career, but just the run that he's been on over the last 12 years or so, it's simply amazing.
That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. It's got a chance. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
He's currently in a share of 6th. The fourth hole here at TPC Southwind is the first par 3 on the course, and it measures just under 200 yards. Just avoid the penalty area to the left. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
This one is chewing fiber.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
He's already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
A spot in the all-important top 5 coming up if you can hold this. That one's come up short.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The fifth at TPC Southwind is a long par 4 measuring 485 yards. It requires a good strong drive to avoid the bunker on the left and then an accurate approach into this green. Well, that's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. 3 strokes off the lead. Opting for the 5-wood. Not bad. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Fair effort that. Good birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The strategy at the 6th here at TPC Southwind on this par 4, measuring just under 450 yards from the tips, is to position your drive from the tee to give a clear shot into this green. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. From around 120 yards here, just a couple back from our leader.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Well played.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
This putt to move into a share of 2nd place. That's frustrating. Putting for par. Job done. Let's head to the next.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Well, I am down on the 10th hole. This is Kevin Kisner.
Oh, in the fairway bunker. These are always the tough shots. Oh, well played. Aren't you an expert in the bunker? So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 7th at TPC Southwind is a strong par 4 measuring 482 yards from the back tee. A big clump of trees on the left and the one on the right is to be avoided off the tee. Also, a good angle to attack this green is from the left half of this fairway with a huge greenside tree that also affects any poor approaches.
That's really not what we were looking for.
Let's have a look at Bryson DeChambeau. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. And back to the course with the live action. Just off the fairway in the first cut. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. All good putters accelerate through the ball.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 2 under for the event. The 8th hole at TPC South is a really nice short par 3 measuring just 164 yards. This green has been recently contoured, so accuracy or distance control off the tee is paramount. Going with the 6-iron here. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, what a lovely putt to make. I will take that also into the top 5 now. And it's time to recap that play. He's in a share of 3rd place.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The finishing hole on the front 9 here at TPC Southwind plays downhill towards a dogleg right. There's a big body of water, the short front left of this green, so make sure you've got enough club to reach the surface. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. I'll tell you what, there's been some great golf being played all over the course. Let's have a look at this. Matt Kuchar with a fantastic shot.
This is his 3rd.
Oh, what a shot. Sitting at -3, currently tied for 3rd. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That might be one club too many. Oh, well played. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Here we go, Rich. The back nine on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Final 9 holes, Luke. 1 down, 9 to go. Can they overtake the leader? Let's find out. That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for 3rd position. Opting for the 5-iron. Yeah, that one's looking good. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Good stroke. Well hold. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The par 3 11th at TPC South wind measures just 162 yards. The looks can be deceiving here. While it looks pretty, it can bite you. Make sure you've got enough club here on approach. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that's a handy shot. And John, how long's this putt? It seems to be a fair way.
Well, looking like 22 feet to the hole from here, guys.
What they say, never up, never in. If you can make this one, it's for par. That was a gallant attempt. And this one will be for bogey. And with that hole behind us, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Let's have a look at Kevin Kisner from just a short time ago. Check out what they do on this approach.
Wow, I gotta say, something out of the top drawer on this shot. What a beauty.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The par 4 12th is only a short one, measuring 406 yards from the tips. But you need to be very accurate off the tee. Avoid that huge water hazard to the right, and that'll give you the best angle into this green. Any drive that's pushed left will make it a difficult approach, and be wary. There's water over the back of this green, which you can't see. It's heading to the rough for mine. The closing 9 at TPC Southwind has so many difficult holes, and this 12th reach is just yet another example.
This green, Luke, for some odd reason, seems to be a little bit more firm than the other greens on this golf course. So be aware of that. Second shots could go bounding over the green if you're not careful.
This looks to be heading to the green. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Good looking putt. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. And JT is currently our leader. The par 4 13th at TPC Southwind plays uphill and 472 yards. Dustin Johnson once hit a drive here, 375 yards, which left just a flick wedge in. It set up a victory. Have you got the power in the tank? That's what it's required to make a birdie. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That one's headed left. That's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Getting ready to play their third. Only 2 shots off the pace. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, just missed. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Just down here on the 14th. This is Matt Kuchar's next shot.
And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks. Justin Thomas is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke lead. The 14th at TPC Southwind is one of their signature holes. The par 3 that plays downhill considerably long, around 240 yards, is hit over a big body of water to the right. Fortune favours the brave here. If you need a birdie, go flag hunting. Otherwise, lay up to around 20 feet left. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. They're not a bad shot, that one. And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Well, I'm down on the 18th hole right now, and this is Kevin Kisner's next shot.
Oh my, right by the hole. This putt will move them to 3 under par. That's the right pace. This should drop. Yeah, that's well judged. And they'll walk away with a par on this one. And after this hole, that's how it looks. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Accuracy is required at the par 4 15th, just 395 yards off the tee. Players like to lay back to give them the right number into this green. And there's a little creek that meanders through the centre of the fairway here and up to the right side of the green. So make sure your approach is accurate. This shot from 120 yards. 3 behind our leader. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Okay, steady now. It's just about 3 feet away. And with that putt, now 2 under with the final few holes to go.
And they're going to have to really focus in here to try and chase down that leader.
Justin Thomas is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-shot lead. The 16th at TPC Southwind is the last genuine birdie hole on the course. It's a par 5 measuring just 530 yards, but there's a lot required on the tee shot that's played uphill to a ridge. If you can get it up over the rise, a good chance for reaching the green here in 2 to set up a birdie and even perhaps eagle. But be wary of this green. There's a big bunker short left, and if you find it, it's not an easy up and down. Maybe even a par can be hard. It's time for another highlight. Let's head to the 17th hole. Matt Kuchar with a fantastic shot. Great putt. Let's get back to it, shall we? Going with a 3-wood here. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. Was on a good line. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of fourth. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. And Justin Thomas currently leads the field. The penultimate hole at TPC South is a very strong par 4, measuring 490 yards off the back tees. There is a little creek that runs through the centre of the fairway here, but that only catches the biggest of drives. There's 2 big trees either side that you want to position yourself in the middle of, so then you can hit a clean shot to the green. 2 strong shots required to get onto the surface, and even once you're on the green, par isn't assured. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Well, that's beautifully judged.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it, if you can hold this.
And only 1 hole to go in this event, Luke.
This one started out on a good line. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. Justin Thomas has built a 2-stroke advantage over the field. Well, the finishing hole at TPC Southwind is an absolute beauty. There's been some heroic moments like hole-out eagles, and there's been triple bogeys that have cost championships. Your job is to get the ball safely into the fairway here. If you're not a long driver, don't take on the corner. But if you can, it'll leave you just a short iron in, and a chance to seal the victory with a birdie. Well played, mate. And choosing the 8-iron here. Quality shot, that one. And this putt is for a final score of 65.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall.
Looking really good. And that should secure the par. Well done. And with that putt, that'll bring his tournament to a close. And as this event comes to a conclusion, he'll take a tie for second.
Not a bad result whatsoever. Top 3 at any tournament is a good showing. Didn't get the top prize, but still lots of positives to take from. However, they're probably also going to look at the negatives, what they could have done better to get to that first place, but still, nice paycheck headed their way.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.